Hey, everybody. Welcome back. We're jumping in with another session of Septimus. We'll see how that works for us. And we'll see what some of the changes I added will do. So I did add in some more. One of the things that I said I was going to do is I was going to add in some additional follower folks. So I did that. Put that in there. So we put it in order to do so, though, just to make sure things were working just fine. I added Nether's followers framework. I also added the patch for JK Skyrim lootable crates. I added in Ash, like I said, I was Remiel and Maelstrom, and I don't remember the other one. It might have been Rissy. It might have been the other one that begins with an M. I can't remember for sure. And then I did add in female animation, but as you can see, that has done absolutely nothing. So maybe that's not the mod I was thinking of. But now you notice one thing. We come over here, these crates are now lootable. That's because of the patch. So we could loot that. If we wanted the firewood, we could have the firewood. Ah, there's some gold. There be gold in that crate. Ah, here we go. We'll take that. We'll take that. All right. Now, as I was saying before, I don't have any issues. Ooh, we'll take that with this mod list so far. Mainly because I think it just I think the thing that I like about it the most. Okay, do I need linen? Ooh, staff of the skeleton. We could sell that. Do I need linen? It's kind of what's our weight? Okay, we're good on weight. Just don't know if I need linen for any kind of crafting. We'll take that. Okay, we don't want to get our head cut off in here. All right. Hey, officer. How you doing? Peace. All right, let's run around here. We'll check out some other things. There happens to be a skeleton in the water. Ooh, let's catch some salmon. We're going fishing today. All right, hold on. We're gonna look at the skeleton because they always, for some reason, hey, let's get that carp. There you go. Can I get that? Can I get that one too? Yeah. All right. Okay. Blue Mountain flower. You know we got to grab the Blue Mountain flower. Can't walk by that without picking it up. It's just our thing. It is our thing.
I used to be an adventurer like you.
Till you took an arrow from the knee, or in the knee, not from the knee. Whose knee did you take an arrow from? All right, we got some hops on us. That's for sure. Okay, so
Looking to do some hunting, eh?
uh,
Avoid Brittleshin Pass to the southwest.
really? Okay. And you see my map updated to let me know exactly where to go. He said to avoid it, and of course my map updates to say get on over there, get in there, get it. All right, so now you can see these crates. Oh, that one's happens to be empty. God dog it. You just really want to hurt our feelings. All right, so we got a card, we got a spell tome, and we got some hide boots. And there's another crate right back there. And then now, the cool thing.
Thinking of settling in? There's a house for sale. Freeze home.
Oh,
You should talk to the steward up in the keep if you're interested.
yeah, I'll think about it. Thank you. Okay. Um, so real quick here, let's get those flowers. I am getting tired. I thought I I grabbed everything, but I didn't grab all the creep cluster. Grabbed everything else but the creep cluster, right? Did I grab this one? Yeah, I think probably did. Okay. All right. So we're getting tired. All right. Picking flowers all day is exhausting. Okay. We know this. Before we go settle in, we're gonna pick some more flowers. Right? I might as well do it up. Right? And what kind of money we got on us? I don't know. All right, so let's go recheck these crates. Look at that. Look at that. All of a sudden, we are finding some good stuff. See, sometimes it's just boring stuff or not really good stuff in there. But sometimes we just learned ourselves the flames. Now, I didn't know we didn't know flames, but I guess we don't. And look at that. We found some for hand to hand. All right, we're going to take that because we can sell it. Oh, look at that. Yes. So, some people may say, ooh, all right, we may already have one on, but now we can go and stay underwater as long as we want. All right, let's get that large one going. Okay, now, here's where the difference comes into play, too. That crate now in there, which didn't have anything before or wasn't accessible, it's now accessible. Now, the thing is, ooh, look at that. Look at that. All right, we got to figure out if we'll see in a minute. All right, there we go. All right. The Argonian account. Mm-hmm. We'll leave the human flesh where it is. A gold necklace. There's a large crate right there. All right. I think that's it. These crates are now lootable. They were not before. Because they're not normally there. These are.
To the yawl up in
So
Dragon's Reach. Lend any aid you can.
that's right. We still have to go talk to the Jarl. So now these crates that are added by JK's Skyrim are now lootable. Because these are not vanilla. These aren't usually just sitting there. Now, the problem that we run into right at this moment is one of the things I usually do here is I need help. I will not survive on my own going into Bleak Falls Barrow. All right, so we cannot open that. What if we go stand over here? We may just so happen to access one of the crates in here at least. Wait, there's another one. Fine boots. Is there another one right there? I think it's the same one. Okay. And that's it. Okay. Hey,
Girlfriend,
what were you two arguing about earlier?
my Sapphire doesn't like that I've been spending so much time looking for my father's old sword.
No, I
He
can't
fed
blame
his
her.
entire family with the gold he made using that weapon.
Are you
I'm
sure?
not about to let it gather dust in some thief's trophy room.
You need help?
I tracked it to a group of bandits nearby, but I'm no fool. I'd need the Whiterun guards or maybe hire the companions to get it. I don't know why I'm saying this, but if you find it out in your travels, I'd be grateful to you.
Okay. All right. Your wife seems very upset, though.
My wife's a good woman. She can be a little hard-headed sometimes, but I love her just the same.
This is a very chauvinistic attitude on your part. All right. You're not from Skyrim, are you?
Ha! Neither are you, eh?
Mm-hmm.
See another red guard. I like to think we bring a little heat to this frozen wasteland.
Gotcha. All right, man.
If you
Peace.
find that sword, please bring it to me.
I'll think on it. Here, I need to eat though, bro. All right. Need some bread. What do I got? I got some cheese. Oh boy, I got nothing. I need some salt is what I need. All right, maybe we can eat the cabbage. All right. This is not sushi. All right. Let's see. I am fed. Okay. Thank you. I know I'm tired, and I'll fix that, remedy that soon enough.
Battleborn, give me your money.
Oh, I hate that little girl.
I don't have any money.
Such a
You better
bully.
give me
I don't
5
like
seconds
bullies.
right now, or I'm gonna bloody
I
your nose.
just don't like
No,
bullies.
please. I really don't have any money, Brace. I'll give you
Her
10
parents
seconds tomorrow.
have
Don't
failed.
hit me.
100%.
Tomorrow, Battleborn. I'm gonna bloody your nose and your lip.
Have I ever caught my son doing that to another kid? I'll teach him. Teach him. No video games. No TV. Nothing for a week at least.
I mostly deal with petty thievery
Till
and
he
drunken
figures
losers.
out
Been too long
how
since
to
I've had go
treat
back
people
to
with
the
respect and kindness. All right, it's getting dark. I don't know what something I usually do. Here, we'll use this. Oh, look, we could brew. A brewing station that actually brews. But our problem is we need to cook. Because we need, like, actual food, real food, and we
Come
don't.
on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
Nothing. Can we steal the... Oh, treasure seekers. It's very... I'm gonna say washed out. Read the bounty. Investigate White River Watch. Okay, thank you. Sure, it wasn't just supposed to be floating around in the air.
Security in Whiterun is terrible. Shameful is what it is.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's see. Are we cooking yet? We need salt. We need salt. Why do we not have salt? All right. Can we use the oven? Maybe we can cook. Nope. Ooh, crab cakes. It's just funny that my character knows how to make them and I don't. Yep, me just rummaging through people's stuff. Oh, wait, hold on. Close that door. Close that door. You got anything worthwhile? No salt? It'd be nice if you had some salt. Excuse me for a minute. You didn't look like you were using that. And who am I speaking with? Oh, hi.
If it's work you're looking for,
Mm-hmm.
Hulda's the one to talk to.
Hey, what
If
you got
need
for
more
sale?
food or drink, speak to Hulda.
Okay, you just told me if I'm looking for work to talk to. Any rules?
Mind your manners and pay your bills, and you'll always be welcome.
Hmm.
Now please, no more questions.
All right, I just like listening to that little sultry voice of yours. What's on the menu?
Depends. Are you thirsty? Hungry? Both.
Man. All right, I'll take that. I have 89 gold.
Now please, no more questions.
All right, chill. Slow your roll. All right. Do we have enough
I
money?
enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready to retire. What can I get you?
I'm looking for work. You got any leads?
Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter.
Okay, cool. And then, hey, I got firewood
Honest gold
I
for
got
honest
one.
work.
that we just picked up just a moment ago. Yeah. You look
I
exhausted.
enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready to retire. I've been
Mm-hmm.
thinking of selling the inn to Isolda.
Oh,
Anyway, what do you need?
mm, I need a room.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you.
I'll show you to your room, right this way.
Okay. Ophina? What's in here? Anything good? Hey, look. Is this take? That was a take. That was a take. We will take. I know I'm tired, but come on, man. I can take some. I can take some cheese. If we can take something, we're gonna take it. Okay. Look at this. Look at these crates. All right. You can see anything
Let me know if
basically.
there's anything else you
Yeah, I need a little peace and quiet here while I'm talking. Okay. Come on now. Okay, we got some garlic. You got any salt in these sacks over here? All right. Grapes. That's good. That's good. Right. All right. Excuse me. Excuse me. Don't. The workshop that wouldn't die. We're gonna. Can I take that? Can I take that? And is that stealing? I'm taking that because,
a fine day to you.
yeah, fine day, fine day.
May you die with a sword in your hands.
Um, how about if I live with the sword in my hand? There we go. We got another salt. We got another salt. And a lockpick. Okay. She showed me where the room is. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Wait. Take the sweet roll, the honey nut treat. Can we take that other one? Can we take that other one? Yes, we can. I'm telling you right now, if it says take, I'm taking. Oh, did you just find that laying there? It's like, make yourself feel at home. Make yourself at home, when you rent a room. Not so bad. And now I can actually do some cooking. All right, so we're gonna cook. We're gonna cook up that brook bass. Ooh, fishy sticks. Okay, I can only choose one. All right, we're gonna have some venison. All right. So we're on the lookout. Okay, wait. Come here. Come here. Harvest the rabbit. All right, let's take the cabbage. What's in these sacks? Come on. I want the sack. Come on. There you go. Salt. 2 salts. 3 more salts. All right, let's get over here and cook. All right, what are we gonna do? I'm gonna make some fishy sticks. Is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do another venison chop. Little rabbit, right? Little wabbit, little carp, little brook bass. All right, we eating good now. Okay, but we exhausted. Okay, we are exhausted. Where's that bed? All right, let's check in here real quick. See, when we can take stuff, you got to do that. Hello. Yeah. All right, one last place. Hello. Ooh, treasure map. All right. Oh, dude, what are you doing in my room, man? There's a mercenary's journey. Something strange happened today. I was hanging out at the Silver Blood Inn in Markarth when out of nowhere this strange orc was standing in front of me. Normally I have a fighting reflex when I see an orc. They make me stand on edge, hand on my weapon, ready for a brawl. I've learned to be careful with their kind from way too many violent encounters. But this orc was different. He was dressed up in fancy clothes, well-mannered and well-spoken. What struck me even more was that this orc didn't smell of blood, sweat, and 2-day-old stale booze. He smelled pleasant, as if he had just stepped freshly out of a bath. It was so unorcish. He spoke with fancy words, and I only caught about half of what he said. He was sent by his master to convey a message. He then took out a letter and gave it to me. It was an invitation from an Altmer noble named Salarian. He invited me to come to his mansion to discuss a job offer. Apparently, the guy is a collector of antiques, and he wants me to collect some valuables for him. Strangely, before I could even finish reading the letter, the fancy work had already left the inn. This whole encounter was so weird. Is this for real? How did this guy find me? Solarian says he'll pay me a very, very large fee for the job. If that is a serious offer, it might be worth checking out. If not, and this is some sick joke, I'll make him pay dearly. High elves are particularly fun when pushed in a corner. I've heard them squeal and beg for mercy when faced with certain death. I might also have some fun with that orc. He can't be that tough after all. I'm getting ahead of myself here. Let's sleep on this offer first. Tomorrow I'll decide what to do next. Oh, I still can't believe it yet. That Altmer cook was actually serious. Cook. It was Cook. Today I went out to meet Solarian. When I arrived at his huge manor, the orc lapdog opened the door for me and showed me to his master. That place was huge. I have to admit that I was still skeptical when I walked through the door, half expecting some kind of ambush from an old enemy, but once I met Solarian, everything became clear to me. The elf told me he's a collector of old and valuable artifacts. Many of his possessions were already displayed throughout the house. But as he told me, his hunger for valuables is never stilled, and that's why he needs me. The job is to track down a number of extremely valuable rings. They are all treasures from ancient times, with each with his own dark history. It sounded like an easy enough job at first until Solarian explained me a bit more about these treasures. All these rings have names, which in my experience is always a bad thing. I'll tell you. There are 5 rings he wants me to find. The first 3 rings he told me about, I didn't know. The Mentor's ring is desired by wizards for its magical powers, while the Warlock's ring is wanted by spellblades. Then there's the ring of Finis, or Finesius, something like that. It gives his owner strong defenses. The Vampiric ring is something I heard horror stories about. A ring that can suck the life out of anybody. Oh God. Oh God. Accident. I hit the B button. I didn't mean to. Okay, wait. And then there's the... Okay. I heard horror stories about. A ring that can suck the life out of anybody. All right, we were there. Okay. I've also heard of the Ring of Khajiit. It's a Daedric artifact, and nothing good ever comes from those things. I've always made sure to steer clear of all things Daedric, since it's usually a sure way to get killed. Solarian's stories about the rings weren't even the strangest thing he told me during our meeting. The elf told me that he's a collector of everything valuable, but but he is so against his wait a minute, but he is so against his will. He feels irresistible. He feels the what? He feels the irresistible urge to collect things. He said collecting is in his family's blood, and he warned me nothing good can come of it. His father was a passionate collector of antiquities, but his obsession ended up killing him about 100 years ago. Strange story. I can't help but wonder what's behind that. Normally, I would have declined a job like this. The powers involved are too big to play around with. But then Solarian told me exactly how big that royal fee he'll pay me is. I can still barely believe the offer he gave me. I've never received a payment this big. If I do this job, well, I can live out my days someplace warm and far away from Skyrim. It took a little more thought for me to accept the job. Finally, Solarian further explained to me that he already hired another mercenary to find the rings. This thief was off to a good start too. He located some some of the artifacts, and even stole the ring of Khajiit in Whiterun. Shortly after, though, he was caught and imprisoned there. A thief getting caught after acquiring the greatest asset any thief could possess, or possess, sounds beyond ironic to me. Solarian sent an informant to Whiterun to get in contact with the thief. I'm to go to Whiterun to speak to this informant and carry on with the job. I think this meeting was a true blessing. I'm still half in. Okay. So I'm still half in disbelief, and I can't really think straight anymore. I need rest now, and early in the morning I'll leave to Whiterun. Soon, when this is over, I'll find myself retiring in style. One last job is all it takes. I took a room for tonight at the Bannered Mare in Whiterun. I met the informant today, just before dusk. Apparently, the thief got executed this morning outside the city walls. He hid the ring and his notes somewhere in the prison dungeons. There was no chance for him to smuggle them out anymore, so it seems I'll have to go in there to get them. According to the informant, there's a secret tunnel underneath the dungeon. The thief managed to toss his stuff down there. I should find a way down there and look for them. Tonight I'll stay out and watch guard movements around the prison. And tomorrow night, I'll make my move and break in. Interesting. What time is it? It's 9:30. Let's get like 6 hours of sleep. All right. I'm well rested, but I'm hungry. But you know what we got? We got some cooked carp. And we got some bread and a baked potato. Oh my goodness, what a meal. We are living the life. And then what we're going to do is quick save. All right.
If it's work you're looking for, Hulda's the one to talk to.
You guys are just going to bed now? It's like 2:30 in the morning. What's wrong with you? All right, hold on. We got to do something very important here. Why are they still out? All right, use of some commands will disable achievements. F you. Set time scale to 8. Always do that. All right, here we go. Yeah, okay. These guys are awful. This guy and his son was just awful. Okay. Let's get on over here. The ashen-haired mercenary. We know ventured forth to Whiterun or Riverwood. All right. The Golden Claw. Before the storm. Speak with. Okay. Investigate White River Watch. I don't see. All right. So this one, strange rumors drift across Skyrim, tales of unusual events, and a mysterious figure with snow white hair. These whispers hint at a hidden story waiting to be uncovered. My search might begin in Whiterun or Riverwood, where travelers and merchants often gather. So we talked to like a Khajiit or somebody like that, one of them, or I don't know who would tell us in Riverwood though. Okay, so we got the book, but we don't have a thing. All right. What I'm looking for. Ooh, what's the new menu in the MCM? All right, I'm just looking real quick. All right. You know we got to go see if we can find. We need to find a sewer opening.
Only burglars and vampires creep around after dark.
I know, right? Neither right now. All right, spike the grass. Gate. Nope, no sewer opening here. We can head up towards. Ooh, shoot. All right. We'll just check down here real quick. I'm looking for like a hidden sewer entrance or something, you know? I've never actually ever seen that book before, so that's the first time I've ever seen it. So I'm very curious as to what that leads to.
I work
Um,
with my mother. Sell fruits and vegetables. It's fun.
that's great. Oh, let's just check some stuff out here real quick. All right. Am I wearing a backpack? If not, let's go ahead and put that on. All right. So we got both smithing rings on, which is awesome. Your armor rating, hopefully they stack, right? So that's good. We got one pale pouch. We could do some more crafting if we wanted to. Hey, well met. But what I'm really like, I'm fixated on that book and what it had to say. So I want to go check out up here around the prison real quick. There might be an entrance outside the castle gate, but we can't leave the castle just yet. So let's look around here and see if there is something, right? We can even go inside if we want to just look around. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Okay, so I'm just going to look in here real quick. We were just in here, but I'm just going to make sure that there's no added entrances that we wouldn't have seen yesterday. All right, we're going to go in here real quick. In truth, I don't want to steal the hanging moss. Okay. Hey, how you doing, guys?
Disrespect the law and you disrespect me.
Don't want to do that. I'm gonna sit at the table. See one of those grates right there. I was looking for a grate out in the city area. Dead body. Who? What was that? Oh, okay.
Helgen, destroyed by a dragon. Hard to believe, isn't it?
Yeah. Maybe they were saying that there's a way in from Dragon's Reach. What's this? Use brewing station. Hey, we can make some spiced wine, spiced wine, and hey, let's do that. That's for poops and giggles. Okay. No, nothing. Okay. Real quick while we're here, let's go back and look at that book. The Mercenary's Journal. I'll decide what to do next. Okay. Okay, so according to the informant, there's a secret tunnel underneath the dungeon. The thief managed to toss his stuff down there, and I should find a way down there and look for them. Tonight, I'll stay out and watch guard movements around the prison. Tomorrow night, I'll make my move and break in. Okay, wait, hold on, real quick. Let's read that. All right. We're not worried about that right now. Okay. Hey, how you doing, bud?
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
I only counsel caution. We cannot afford to act rashly in times like these.
What would you have me do then? Nothing?
No, not nothing.
This is no time for rash action.
So a lot of things with the community shaders looks very, in some places, kind of look washed out, really, which is kind of unfortunate. You know, it's a definite trade-off.
What's the meaning of this interruption?
Oh, dang.
Jarl Balgrup is not receiving visitors.
Did you just follow me all the way down here? Hey, Alvor sent me. Riverwood's in danger.
As House Carl, my job is to deal with all dangers that threaten the Jarl or his people. So you have my attention. Now explain yourself.
Well, a dragon, right? Destroyed Helgen. Yeah.
You know about Helgen?
Um,
Carl will want to speak to you personally. Approach.
can I? Okay. Yeah, see, I don't like the, I gotta, yeah, I'm gonna have to keep looking. We'll find out how to update the female movement. It's just killing me. It's killing me. All right, here we go.
So, you were at Helgen?
I was.
You saw this dragon with your own eyes?
I did. Yeah, it destroyed Helgen, and last I saw it, it was headed this way.
By Ismir, Irileth was right. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
You can try.
Lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountains...
The Jarl of Falkreath will view that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
You kind of did that already, though, bro.
I'll return to my duties.
Just look at Helgen.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service. I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me.
Okay.
Suitable for someone of your particular talents?
Depends. You got a bath around here somewhere?
Let's go find Farengar.
I'm
My
kind of
court
needing a
wizard.
bath.
He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
All right. Lead the way. Or I'll just follow the little arrow thing. How's that? That works better?
Farengar, I think I found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill her in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes,
Mhm.
he must be referring to my research into the dragons.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there.
May not actually be there. All right. Where am I going? What am I getting?
Straight to the point, eh?
Yep.
No need for tedious hows and whys. I like that. Leave those details to your betters, am I right?
There is no such thing.
Learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself.
Anything you can tell me about this place?
An old tomb, built by the ancient Nords, perhaps dating back to the Dragon War itself. Ah, maybe you just want to know how to get there. It's near Riverwood.
That'd be
a
helpful.
little village a few miles south of here. I'm sure some of the locals can point you in the right direction once you get there.
And how do you know this tablet's there?
Well, must preserve some professional secrets, must
No.
I have my sources. Reliable sources.
What you got for sale?
Oh, you wish to master the arcane arts?
No, not really. I'm just kind of hoping to see if I can sell you some stuff. I need money. Okay.
So if you've got the aptitude, you should join the Mages
Use
College
to fight
in
this
Winterhold.
dragon or dragon.
The Dragon
Leave
Forge.
it quickly before it's too late.
All right, man. Hold on, bro. I got.
Found me an able assistant. I'm sure she will prove most useful.
Okay, so
Succeed at this, and you'll be rewarded.
Blisterwort and Blue Mountain Flower. Boom. Blue Mountain Flower and Imp Stool, is it? That's it. Imp Stool is the mushroom. Boom, boom, boom. All right, we need that. Anything else? Do I have any other? Let's try this one. Okay, we already tried that one. All right.
Oh,
And Creep Cluster.
On your way to Bleak Falls Barrow.
Again, like I said, there's so many things that Blue Mountain Flower will mix with. It's hard to say will not, what it will not mix. Okay, salmon roe. Ooh, hold on. Quick pass. There we go. Fortify health. Just in case we need that. All right, spider egg. What's that do? Nothing. All right. Are we close enough? Are we getting there? All right. We got to try the tundra cotton too. All right, so we know it's Imp Stool. And what's that make? Nothing. Almost there. We did it. All right. Nightshade. Ooh. Poison. Okay. There are a couple of books in here. Oh wait. God, the screams and silence. Holy cow. What's that up top? Okay. Dominion of Shadows. Where in the world are these books coming from? Okay. I'm looking for a particular book. The Time Magic and Emergence of Artificial Life. This book, actually, since we can take it, we will. Why? Because that has something to do with Miss Ash. We will take that one too. And there it is. It adds a quest for us. There's another one. Legends of something. So once we find that one, we can roll. So Mysterious Akavir, Legend of Red Eagle, that's the one. And then since we can take it, we'll take it. Because a couple of these books, Alduin is real. Okay, so can we take that coin purse? Yeah, because we're a friend now. We are a friend. So now we can take stuff that's not worth too much money. Anything worth under 25 gold, I believe, we can actually take. What does that mean? Like the Laffy Taffy, the gourd. Cannot take the platter, cannot take the plate. We can take the ale, and the goblet cannot take that either. They're silver. But if we were to find ourselves some loose gold, since one gold piece is only worth one gold piece, even if you have 17 of them, each individually are worth one gold piece. So you can take that. We can take the horse meat, the mammoth snout, we can take the cheese. I am looking for salt. Cabin in the Woods. Actually, I really like that movie. It's a movie with young Mr. Hemsworth in it. I cannot remember his first name right now. Thor. Chris Hemsworth. Right? That's his name, Chris? It's actually a pretty good movie. I enjoy it. It is actually pretty funny. All right, here we go. All right, let's get up out of here. Woo! Okay, almost broke something. All right, let's look at this real quick here. Let's go to settings, and then let's go to display, and let's take the brightness down a little bit. All right. Yeah, no, it just looks kind of washed out. The interiors look kind of washed out. I think that was a complaint I had saw before regarding community shaders, using them instead of using an ENB. But the point of using community shaders was to get more stability, right? To improve the stability of the game. And then so that's why you kind of went there. I don't know why I cannot go underneath, but it's not a big deal. All right. So I don't know where the secret entrance to...
Everything all right?
Yeah, everything's good. All good. Thank you. I don't know where the secret entrance to the dungeons would be.
Need a blade? You should talk to Adrian at the forge.
Oh, you think so? That's where I'm headed.
Yes, Housecarl. We'll leave immediately.
It's just us against the dragon?
But first things first. Yeah, we better go over here. We want to do the miscellaneous. We got 2 bear pelts.
I don't expect the three of you to contact the dragon by yourself, but I do expect you to do your duty.
Of course. We'll keep Riverwood safe. You can count on it.
We'll leave it like that. We're going to do, I don't remember which one we have already. We are going to do a front right, side right, and I think we have the back right one. So what we can do is oops, wait, what's clothing? We can do a leather cape if we want to, which adds 10 more. Cape, which is different. They're the same, okay. And then come down here, and then let's do a back left. All right. So what that will do for us is this. We come in here. Back left, front right, side right. And then look at our carry weight now. And then we throw that on for poops and giggles. Now this is supposed to be better armor than what we already have. Let's see how we feel about it. You know what? I ain't mad at it. All right. We got leather, so let's go ahead and see if we can improve this stuff. Boom, 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 boom. All right. And then can we improve our weapons at all? Oh, we can. How much? Oh, we got 1 iron ingot, so we got to pick which one. All right. Okay. We might be exhausted already. We've done more before 6 o'clock than most people do an entire day. I think we have to sleep to level. All right, so watch this. So this is what happens with, so you can see we just picked up a bunch of stuff right there. Look at that. We can grab the fine clothes, the gold, the lockpick. All of a sudden, all this stuff out here, right, is no longer just for show. Look at that. Minor smithing. So we got a ring of smithing, a ring of minor smithing, and then I don't know what this one is, but we can sell that one. Empty. Robes of illusion. All right. We'll take that. We'll take it. We'll take it. Thank you. And then this guy over here. An Argonian account, book 1. More leather strips. And then let's get over here. There's a crate right here. There is salt. Yes. I know. No one should be that excited to find salt, but I am, because it means we can cook more food. And as long as we, oh, there we go, more crates. After a bit here, we might just have more. There we go. What's in that sack? Elzier, okay. I said empty, and I still clicked on it. It said empty, and it was gung-ho, very gung-ho. All right, gold. We just read. We just open and read every book just to make sure, just in case. Ooh, a great sword. It was a good thing we decided to. I don't think. Oh, there it is. All right, and I think we don't have. Yeah, we don't have a quick light installed. We should do that. So we don't have any way of seeing at nighttime. We should have just went back to the room and went back to bed until a reasonable hour. Is there an entrance? Oh, shoot. What do you got down here? The mirror's rot, bleeding crown, more bleeding crown. Hey. Imp stool. That's another thing of healing potion. Alright, I think this might lead us to the dungeons. And nope, it will not. But we got more imp stool. Nice. Come on now. Why? Why are you gonna be like that? Why must I chase the cat? Why must I be like that? Why must I chase the cat? It's the dog and me. Alright. There it is. Okay. So that's no way in. So I don't know of any other possible way. We got some hops, I tell you. Yeah, let's check this out. What do you got? You got firewood. Okay. Going up is not going to lead us down into the dungeon. All right. And there's no caravan. Okay. I don't have enough money yet. And this is going to hurt. Quick save. So what we're doing, there's an alcove around here. It's not going to lead us into all right, we got the bow. Okay. I may switch to first person just because it's easier to do the bow in first person. Oh no. Oh no, it's not not that. Do you see the AP drain? AP drain and sneak? This list was doing so well until we got here. Until we got there. So, my problem with AP drain and sneak isn't that I don't think there should be any AP drain, ever, right? or basically stamina drain. My thing is this, right? Okay. And then maybe this is the thing. I've not seen anything that shows that the drain reduces as as your sneak ability gets better. So I don't see anything that reduces the amount over time as you level and as you get more proficient at sneaking and things like that. That shrinks the calculation for the stamina drain, the stamina or AP drain. If it's made so that as a novice, yeah, you're not gonna have you're not gonna have that stamina in your legs and your back and everything to crouch and move as you would as say a advanced level person would. You know what I mean? They could maintain it and hold it longer and sneak for longer. I'm fine with that. But I am not fine with, at no point should the stamina drain for sneaking be the same rate as sprint. So, as a matter of fact, I'm kind of in that. I'm thinking it should maximum be half the drain of what it would be for sprinting. At maximum, if we were going to do that. And then, like I said, as you become more proficient at sneaking, it should reduce over time. Can it get to the, well, if you master sneaking, then yeah, maybe there's no drain at all. So stop moving. He's kind of looking. He needs to stand still for a minute. God dang. Will you stand still? You can't see these arrows coming right now. You don't know where I am, so you don't know where to duck. All my arrows are going to be gone by the time I hit them.
What was that?
There we go. Okay, so again, that's why I don't believe, again, like I said, I just don't believe in things that are poorly done, right? I don't, it's not that or I'm not gonna say poorly done, poorly implemented. So the stamina drain, I can't get behind because I don't agree. I just don't agree that is that significant. Oh, thank goodness. So again, if the stamina drain is going to be the same as sprinting, then something's wrong. And then the other thing too is this, right? Now, in this case here, we could still fire, we could still attack. But in some cases, you're not able to fire or attack when your stamina gets down to 0. And then so to me, it's like, okay, oh dang. I think I know what's going on there. Woo. Well, actually, I don't know what's going on there, but that is not good. Now, it could be the female idol mod that I put on that's not working, right? Not female idol, but animation. And then what it could be doing is trying to, like, it's looking for a particular like CBB, CBBE, right? And it's not finding it, so it's messing with the model there. Ooh, okay, we'll take that. Oh wait, that painting. It's worth 500. All right, see now, look at that. God, I hate that. Coin purse. All right, we'll take that. We gotta take that. Get that out of the way. All right. There's a sack over there that's empty. Okay. Now, I could just get away with what I just did and then come over here, get some grapes, search this barrel, get some white cap. And now these crates are vanilla, so they would have stuff in them. All right, we'll take all that. That's for sure. Juniper berries. That one's empty. That one's empty. All right, this large sack. Ooh, salt. I don't know why I took everything, but okay. Great. Sack. Snowberries. Barrel. Frost Miriam. So, again, that's why, for me, that should have been a thing. Blackbriar and hunting brew. Blackbriar. Brewing station. What can we make? Ooh, some brandy. And then some vodka. All right. We could make Nord gin also. Canis root, death bell. I'm going to leave the skooma. If we pick this lock, we will be attacked. So it's up to me whether I want to try to fight them off. I think if I had someone with me, a follower with me, and look at that. Look at that. All right. I saw it say empty, and I looked anyway. More salt. Ooh, smuggler's trade note. All right, so the new source has been a real boon. Skooma poisons, black soul gems, you name it. We got a line to a wide range of goods and even wider range of clients. Which reminds me, someone needs to tell Akari where she can stick her bottles of sugared cat piss. We're done. Meanwhile, we're filling up our coffers faster than we can empty them. We're drinking day and night and still haven't gone through half the gold from that Morrowind job for the corpse fondlers. With our Argonian patrols up and down the border, we can charge an arm, leg, and tail for every crate that comes in. For the zombie pedders, they're pretty pleased the staff wasn't damaged. Creepy looking thing, too. Was glad to be rid of it. It's a shame we couldn't hold out a couple more days, though. This morning, another buyer came by camp. An orc with a face so lumpy, he must have jumped headfirst off the top of Dragon's Reach. Turns out he was looking for the same staff, offering to pay double. All right, so I'm going to take that. But what that means is that orc is on the roadside. We can't take him by ourselves. We could certainly try, but we can't take him by himself. I have been defeated by that guy many a times with people in my company, and never I've never tried to take them on my own, but I don't really see. All right, here we go. Quick save. All right. We'll take the charred skeever. We'll take the bread. There's a smuggler's note too. You can take those prices and eat them. We found our own source of skooma now. The real stuff, not that watered down third-hand trash you've been selling. And don't even think of ratting us out. One word to the guards, and I'll make sure they know what that seer of yours is really up to. Okay. So this is like a little bandit hideout and everything, and you can see the skooma right there. And then you got weak poison, lingering poison, and then, as a matter of fact, let's do this. Quick save. Come in here. We're gonna put that on our thing, and then we can go a little extra health, a little minor healing. We're gonna stay first person. We're gonna duck down. We're gonna do this. I'm not saying we're gonna get in here. Our skill is not great. God dang it. I keep doing that. Oop. God dang it. One more try. That's it. One more try. That's it. Hope the poison is working. Because I am sucky. Close range. Ow. Did I make it? I did. Holy cow. Well, that's probably because the difficulty isn't so bad. So I would have to get on the horse and ride for approximately 2-3 minutes before it became my horse. We can take the fur armor, we can take the arrows, we take that. Is that a female? Alright. Okay. I didn't think we were going to survive that, tell you the truth. Let's get some more, let's pick up some of these arrows. I thought I shot one into the table, tell you the truth. It's like I was missing so badly. All right. Now, sometimes, and you can see right there, there's something going on with the animation. Well, it's not really the animation. It's more the, what do you call it? The body slide, maybe, or whatever. You know, it could be the cape, because that's what that is. That's the cape, right? Okay, so a lot of times what I would end up doing, and we don't want to get too close to the wolf, Oh, so that's fine. Is if I had a crew with me, we would clear that place out, and then we go clear out that mine over there. Right? All the goods and stuff it's got on it. But as it stands right now, you know, we're gonna go and ride over to Riverwood. But I'm gonna show you real quick. All right. So, oh, I didn't want to do that. All right. See. So it's still, we have to ride the horse continuously for a certain period of time. So that's why we're gonna ride to Riverwood real quick. See if that's a long enough time. But as you get closer and closer to the watchtower, there's a cart over here. So you can see where that little burnt down house is. And just past that little house should be a cart. And we're just going to get a little bit closer. Not too close. All right. See, he was able to walk past them, no problems. Here, let's see if we can get up here in this mound. Get up high enough. There it is. See that cart? There's an orc over that way, and he was attacked, and that's the one that's in the note. Well, he wasn't attacked. He attacked that cart. What was that cart? That cart was the one that had the thing, I think. The staff, I think. Yeah, see, look at that. The capes aren't working very well here. So we'll have to see what's going on there. But right now, we're going to take ourselves on over to Riverwood. Get our stamina back. Wow. Okay. I know I hate this camera angle. And I think we're stuck with it until either I get off the horse. Alright, see. Oh, wait. There we go. Here, get back on. Hopefully the timer didn't start over each time I got off, right? That would really suck. Mike, the liar. Oh shoot. Did we already kill the wolves coming this way? Because we would definitely lose the horse if we had to get off to fight the wolves. We're back. Honey, I'm home. Another thing that we'll see here in just a moment. Has this been long enough? All right, so we're going to use this as kind of our camp. No, we're not. Come on. And right here. Yep. Okay. Well, thanks for the ride anyway. All right, so I'm going to take this cape off because it ain't really doing us any good. All right, so we got adventurer backpack. Your stamina regenerates 25% slower. So none of these other, well, yeah, none of these actually do anything extra for us. So it really doesn't matter which one we wear. But I am going to take off the cape. Well, because it's just not working for us right now. See, he's going home. All right, so in town, there's some crates. All right, gold secrets of Ragnavold. Ranvold. Okay. And then, okay. And then this one, some gold. So those crates would not have been available or accessible without the patch. Same here. All right, we'll take that. And then, okay, we'll take that too. Yes, please. Mm-hmm. Okay. Just curious. Why are you floating? Garnet ring. As a matter of fact, I think these are supposed to be here, and they're floating out here. All right. Let's get back on shore. So either the pier is in the wrong spot, or the crates have moved over, slid over a little bit too far. All right, we can sell these. I could break these down. I think at the thingy. And then let's go this way real quick. There's some crates over there. Yeah, I know. I spend a lot of my time going over here trying to loot stuff. Because why? Because I am a hoarder. And that's what I do. And we just upgraded our axe. Just like that. All right, hold on. There's a crate over here. And I'm hungry again. Very emphatic. You're hungry. And it's like, holy cow, how did I get hungry so quick? Didn't I have a big, huge meal to start the day? Hey, Sigrid.
Out of my way, stranger.
All right. Some people, man. All right, so great. Nothing. All right, so search ingot storage. I don't want that many. Can't get those. Those are expensive. Ore, iron ore, and charcoal. I'm gonna take those, and we're gonna use the smelter. What is the smelter gonna? Not gonna let us do much at all because we don't have skills. All right. Hey, when the store opens, we're gonna go in there and sell some stuff to Lucan. For right now, though, not much we can do except.
Reminds me when I first started.
All right. Hey, look at this. I will take those. And those. Because we are a friend. We are a friend. Nothing. Alright. Where's the grindstone? Don't get him away, bro. I got weapons. Alright, we can make that better. Hey. Nice. Nice.
Whatever you need. Buy smear if it's simple and strong.
Hmm? And then guess what we can do? Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Good morning, wife.
Hello, husband. You slept well?
Like a stone. Well, I better get work.
We can make those. Ooh, we can make Colovian fur armor if we want it. Alright, so let's do this. Alright, so leather, we can make all this stuff. We can make oh, look at that. Is that better than what we're wearing? No. We can make.
You looking for a new blade?
We can make horseshoes if we want. Right?
Iron or steel is what you need. Leave that fancy elven stuff to the elves.
Not much else we can make.
I could forge you a warhammer that would crush a giant's head like a walnut.
Well, that's appreciated, but guess what? Let me get in here. I guess what I can make. I can make myself a large, pale bandolier. And then that means I can walk around with a 1/4 ton. Well, I already am walking around with a 1/4 ton carry capacity. But look at that. 650 now. Added another 100. Another hundo. Alright, so these boots are supposed to be made for walking. Alright. I should sell this stuff to Alvar. Hey, Alvar.
Hi.
Hey, what do you got for sale, man?
Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
Well, I'm actually looking to make some money, and I'm willing to sell just about anything that I'm not using. All right, so I'm gonna sell you that. I'm gonna sell you that. I'm gonna sell you that. This. You got money? You got money for all this stuff? God dang it! Did I just sell my boots? I just sold them right off my foot. My foots. All right. It's got the same warmth to it. I didn't mean to sell my boots. What I didn't mean to do is sell the fur armor. It's got the same warmth. Doesn't have any extra warmth. It should have been warmer, but it isn't. All right. Okay. Here, take these off my hands, please. Take that too. Here, take these as well. Yeah. Take that. Take that. Okay. Hey, thanks, man. Look at me as I walk around. Hey, you got a bath around here somewhere? Uh-huh. All right, one sec. All right, let's see where we need to get down and rest, and god dang it. Well, we need to figure out what's going on with these capes, man. But what time is it? Are you open? It's a bummer with the capes. I'm still.
You find the claw, the sooner our lives can get.
All right.
Show those thieves not to steal from Luke and Valerius.
All right, watch this. This is going to kick off the Ash thing. So, What's this research book by Ariel Avalon on your desk?
Ah, discerning eye you have. That book. Picked it up from a trader passing through.
Mm-hmm.
Said it was the work of some old Breton scholar. Avalon, I think. Bit of a niche topic. Automatons and all that. But some collectors will pay handsomely for this kind of thing. I don't claim to understand all that Dwemer mumbo-jumbo, but from what I skimmed, Ario Avalon was on the cutting edge of something big. Sentient machines. Can you believe it? If half of what he wrote was true, he was ahead of his time. Shame it all ended so tragically.
Wait, what happened?
Assassins, they say. Nasty business. Makes you wonder who stood to gain from silencing a mind like his. Here, take this old news pamphlet. It's got the whole story. Morbid stuff, but it's history, eh? No use letting it clutter up my shop. Heard whispers that Avalon had a daughter. Ash, her name is. Works as a mercenary now. A chip off the old block, perhaps.
All right. Hey.
Don't let my sister do anything foolish.
What do you got for sale?
A bit of this and a bit of that.
All right. So, not seeing anything that I... Ooh, minor lockpicking. How much gold I got? Still don't... Alright, minor wielding. Nice. Uh-huh. Alright, hold on. 86, 66. Alright, thank you. Potion of mending. Uh-huh. Hold on. Sell that. I got a lot of stuff in my inventory. Sell the brandy. I know, right? You thought I was gonna drink it. That's not what it was for. Uh-huh. All right. There we go. All right, we got enough. We're no longer in this on our own. All right. We'll sell that and that and that. I think we have an extra one of these, right? Yep. Uh-huh. Okay.
Till next time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, first thing we gotta do is go find ourselves a bath. Just looking at our legs.
You're new around here, so I'll go easy on you.
Oh,
Don't get on my bad side.
you going easy on me means you'll live longer, kiddo. Let's see if swimming works towards cleaning us up. I think if anything, it just made us dirtier. If that's even possible. All right. Let's do this. Thank you. All right. Let's go check inside. Is this working? Yeah. All right. We're gonna cook some more. All right. So we'll cook the beef, brook bass. Make some more fishy sticks, mammoth steak, salmon.
I still need you to make a batch of those fried potatoes.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Wait,
All right.
let me guess. get to it later.
Don't I always?
I don't suppose I could convince you to take care of it now, could I?
No.
Hey, we got a lot of stuff here. All right, let's see. So we need to test that. All right. And then this should make, yep, restore health. And then imp stool. Yes, we need it to replenish. What else? I don't think white cap. Yeah. I always get imp stool and the white cap mixed up. Sometimes. But I like to get, if I can, I like to cancel out as many things as I can. So that one's a fortify health. And this is another fortify health. Might as well just go ahead. Alright. She don't have a bath around here anywhere? Excuse me.
You're
Healthy.
that visitor been poking around.
Yeah, you know anything about Bleak Falls Barrow? I think I've asked you this before, yeah.
Interesting. That's a notorious bandit hideout.
Yeah, I think we talked about this previously. Lucan thinks those thieves might be there.
Are you sure? Best be careful. I don't want you to get yourself killed, at least. Skyrim is wild country these days.
Mm-hmm. I can handle myself.
If you say so, just be careful.
You have a bath? I don't want to use the brewing station. I want to take a bath. Alright. I want to give you 50 gold to sleep in a bed. Alright, treasure. Pale mercenary seen in... Alright, a pale-haired woman of unknown origin has been reported assisting travelers near the roads east of Falkreath. Her actions have ranged from scattering bandit encampments to rescuing wounded pilgrims from wolf dens. She gives only a name. Ash. Alright. What's the other one? The workshop that wouldn't die. We've already picked this one up. And that's Avalon, Property Gun, and the Rift. So those are all about her. Alright. I don't know what he's doing here. There's another workshop that wouldn't die.
You're new around here, so I'll go easy on you. But don't get on my bad side.
I don't know what time of day it is. It's 10:20 a.m. Should I go get Janessa or should I just keep going? I tell you what we're gonna do. It's 10:20. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take a nap. We're gonna take a nap for an hour. 10:24. All right, we're gonna increase health. Oh, nice. All right, and then C. Oh, see, we got no skills. We got no skills. All right, archery or one-handed, or smithing. All right. Reason being is because that'll allow us to do this. Watch this. Am I hungry? Sometimes it's hard to tell. Look at I don't think we have enough. Dude, seriously? All right, so we just are we hungry? Bread loaf and cooked beef. What's our health looking like? See, and then this is the other thing I'm just not keen on is I don't know what's hitting up our health right now. And it really literally could be that we are say tired or we could have grown tired. I don't know. All right, so we're gonna head down the road a bit. We're gonna head down the road a piece. Where's my? Oh, oh goodness gracious! And then this and not that. All right, so all right. Hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. I couldn't walk by without.
This'll be fun. Come on!
Nice. Okay, I'm looking at the rate, and I think it is less than sprinting. I still don't like it. I just, for me, I just don't agree with it. I think it needs to be less than what we're seeing. And again, so the one thing that I hadn't actually ever got to, I guess I got distracted, is this. So my theory is this, right? Most of us, not all of us, but a lot of us, we play some sort of stealth character, and then we try to play something but a lot of times we, get into our comfort zones and kind of get back into. So stealth plays a major role in these kind of games. So when I'm doing this and say I need to just sneak up on you standing there, right? By the time I get there, unless I take some breaks, right? So by the time I get where I got to go, almost all my stamina is gone, right? And then if I get to you, and then I gotta now, like I said, and one thing I made note of was you could still attack in certain situations and certain builds. You can't even attack once your stamina is gone, or your attack is greatly reduced, right? And to me, that's just unacceptable. And then, so you basically have to sneak up on your prey or your person, and then pause to let your stamina build back up. And in no way are they just going to stand there while you're standing right, crouched down behind them. Okay, I already have this done. All right. And not notice you standing there. You know what I mean? And so it doesn't make sense. And again, like, so maybe I'm crouching down and I'm going through a house, or I'm trying to sneak up on somebody, at a gate or something, or and then the thing is that I have to stop and pause and wait and to let my stamina come back each time. It's like, I don't know that that's really the case there, right? And again, like, as I've always say, sometimes we put stuff in there for the sake of realism that just doesn't really fit into the scope of how the game works. Just simply because the way the game is and the flow of it and the way things have to happen, you just can't have those mechanics in the game and have them work the way they're supposed to. And then so, like you're introducing something for the sake of realism, but it's more of a detriment to the game and the flow of it than it actually enhances the game. So stamina drain and things like that, like I said, I could see if, as my sneak increases, that drain decreases, right? So right now, being, level 1, being level 1, hold on. Where's that? Did I get brain rot? Who did I get it from? So charred skeever hide will. So why would these things have charred skeever hide on them, and when they're living? Oh snap! I didn't want to sneak. Holy cow, bro just came at me, man. All right, so first things first. I have 50 potions of cure disease? How in the world do I have 50 potions of that? Where did I pick that many up at? Don't get me wrong, I ain't mad right now about it. This is gonna be a road. Is that a dog or a wolf? That's a wolf. Come on. Oh, it looked like that fox was. Looks like that fox was bowing up on me and about to say, "All right, let's do it." You know what I'm saying? I just took out that wolf. You want to give it a try? Hey, don't let me get in your way. All right, what's going on over here? Should I investigate? Quick save first.
Somebody help me on you.
Where am I? Hello?
Need something?
No, but I heard somebody say, "Sure, have mercy on me." Usually when they say something like that, it means somebody's about to try to kill me. Hey, there's a horse. That's probably the hunter's horse. Hey, I can ride this horse. I don't have to. Wait, who's this? Right, that's the hunter. What's going on over here? What is this place? Yeah, no, this is not what I was looking for, but I might as well check it out. Little Vivek discovered. Wasn't that Vivek like a city in was that Oblivion? All right, you can see. All right, some kid. Everything's stealing, and these wouldn't have anything in them. But hey, spiky grass. Spiky grass, blue mountain flower. I'll definitely take the blue mountain flower.
What can I do for you?
Nothing. Nothing. Just chilling, man.
Yeah?
Terran DeRosa. All right.
What
You
can I
look
do
like
for
a.
you?
Aren't you and Torin DeRosa?
What can I do for you?
Terran and Torin. Nothing, man. I'm here to pick some flowers, okay? They grow back, so don't worry. The DeRosa house. I don't know what this place is.
Something you need.
Hey, did you see you have a nothing? Hey, that stuff was just laying there, and it said I could take it, so I decided to take it. Don't mind me none.
You need, traveler.
Balram. Hey, can you tell me about this village?
I can,
Why is it called Little Vivid?
because we are a village of Dunmer on the water, and some found it clever to name it after another village of Dunmer on the water.
Do you find it clever?
I do not.
I didn't think so. What services does the village provide?
Lady Celise can offer you trade for any good you can think of, and I can teach you the way of the bow. That is all, I'm afraid.
Okay. Peace. Interesting. Interesting. Hey, look, Wolf Queen. Wolf Queen. All right, let's get back out of here. We're headed. We're looking for Ash at the moment. Okay. Which way am I going? Hey, leave the horse alone. Are there more? I think there were more. Did the horse take them out? What's this? Nightshade. Okay. Oh, poor Wabbit. All right. Where am I headed? Uh-oh. All right, let's see. Where are we? We want to go this way. Yes. Oh, Ari. Ari's in this. All right, where's my marker? Oh, I'm going the wrong way. What was I doing? What was I thinking? All right. We want to head this way. See if we can get there before nightfall. Dang, we're way out of the way. Am I just like completely circumventing around the wrong way? God dang it. I didn't anticipate mountain climbing today. All right, here we go. Let's get down out of the hills. We're gonna go cross country. Cross country. What place is that? I don't know what place that is. Reinhardt's house. Do we know who Reinhardt is? No, I don't. You think he would have oh, look at that. Guard might get a little nervous. You approach with their weapon out. I know. I know. Which is why I put it away. Hey.
What do you need?
Nothing. Nothing, man. Well, actually, I was looking for an ashen-haired girl, mercenary, that was said to frequent this area. Mm-hmm. Oh, look at that. Mm-hmm. Hey, look. Hey, there we go. Excuse me. Mm-hmm. Empty crate.
Ulfric Stormcloak, the rightful High King? What a laugh.
All right, let's see.
No lollygagging.
Nobody's trying to lollygag, man. We're just over here looking for an ashen-haired girl and looking to see what kind of goodies you got stored in these crates out here. Ooh, I think I already had one of those, to tell you the truth. All right. The crates aren't stealing because technically they wouldn't have had anything in them normally anyway. So the fact that they have stuff in them now is just because of the mod. Okay. I don't know if I need to look inside or if she's. I'll look inside in just a moment. I want to run out. Want to run. In them words.
I mostly deal with
Words
drawers. Been too long since we've had a good
are
raid.
difficult at times. Just want to look to see if she's out walking about.
Go
Hey.
home to your mother.
Hey, look, you shouldn't talk to me like that.
Why? What are you gonna do? Cry?
No, I'm gonna kick your butt. Back off. Now.
I don't have to take that from you. Come on, let's see what you're made of. Yeah. Beg for your miserable life.
You beg. Come on. Come on. What do you got to say now? And then just for that, I'm gonna relieve you of everything. What do you think of them apples? Yeah, look at that. That's, yeah. There's issues. Major issues. And those issues could be introduced by me. So that is something I will have to investigate before the next episode, for sure. Oop, here, let me put that away.
Staying safe, I hope.
Yeah, I'm staying. I'm staying. Something. Let's look in here now. Dead man's drink.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything.
Maybe she got a
Take sit
bath
by the
in here.
fire and I'll send someone over.
All right, that gear. Cooking spot. I got no salt. Okay. Dang, I ran out of salt like that. Is that how we roll?
Be mindful.
Hey, dang gear.
My maid Tikla has been known to pass information to that pompous nephew of mine, Sidgear.
Welcome to Dead Man's Drink.
All right, hey.
Welcome to Dead Man's Drink. If you want a place to spend the night, let me know. I keep the inn. I'll rent you a room.
All right. Let's see what you got. You enjoy gossip?
Of course, it all gets so dreary after a while. Fall Creek needs something exciting to happen, but there's always conversation.
Hmm. So you hear any rumors lately?
Been talk of a little boy in Windhelm, name of Aventus Aretino. Get this, he's been trying to contact the Dark Brotherhood. Foolish lad.
Mm-hmm. I heard something that might interest you.
You hear any gossip in town?
I think Dinger said, thinks Laud might be spying for the Empire.
You
So-
expect me to believe that?
This is
Thanks
an
for
ode
telling
to
me.
Skyrim's
Oh, I
staunch
guess I should be getting back to work. It was more fun talking, though. Here you go. Something to drink. On the house.
Oh, well, thanks. Hey.
I escaped fighting in Cyrodiil, only to have it track me down again in Skyrim.
Helgen. It was destroyed by a dragon.
Really? Okay. Best tell the Jarl.
I did.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Okay.
of Skyrim, and we fight all our lives. And when Sovngarde beckons, every one of us dies. But this
Let me know
land
if there's
is
anything else you
ours,
need.
and we'll see it wiped clean of the scourge that has sullied our hopes and our dreams.
All right. Let's just, for an hour, get our, let's see, what are we going to get? Archery or what? All right. I am getting hungry and I'm well rested. All right, well, let's eat some bread. Cook bear meat. Is that bear meat? And a slice of cheese.
Oh, there once
a wedge of cheese. What is going on? Oh wait, here, let's look here. What is causing reduced? I have a minor injury. I have injuries? There's injuries in this game. I hate injuries. Well, because what am I supposed to do? It just says minor injury. My maximum health is reduced. So can you tell me my injury so that I can get to working on it? You know what I mean? But if you don't tell me my injury, then how am I supposed to work on it and fix it? Okay.
Excuse me, madam. I don't normally do this, but have you got a moment to talk?
Are you trying to flirt with me right now?
Flirt? No, that wasn't my intention. Not at all. I just meant I have a proposition for you.
Oh, that sounds kind of like flirting.
No, not that kind of proposition. I meant I'd like to do business with you. Not like that. Can we start again?
Sure. What's your name?
Oh, thank the divines. Right, let's have another go.
Oh, goodness.
My name is Lucian Flavius. I'm a scientist, philosopher, amateur wizard, and something of a musician, though I suppose that's more of a hobby. I couldn't help noticing that you seem... how can I put this? Well acquainted with the less savory side of Skyrim?
Oh, well, thanks, I think. Yeah, but I've seen a thing or two. What, you need some help?
As a matter of fact, I do. I'm here in Skyrim on an expedition, academic mainly. I find the province simply fascinating. The flora, the fauna, the ruins, both Dwemer and Nordic, the architecture, the politics. Trouble is, I'm really not much of a fighter. I know a few spells and can just about swing a sword, but beyond that, I'm pretty useless in combat. Skyrim's no place for a milk drinker like me. Not on my own, anyway. So, I'm looking for someone to travel with.
I see. Go on.
I suppose what I'm asking is, would you awfully mind if I tag along? I will of course compensate you most handsomely for putting up with me.
How much are we talking?
Oh, shall we say 300 septims up front? After that, I'll top you up every time we come across something useful to my research. At your discretion, of course. No obligations, save that you take me with you and assist in keeping me alive wherever possible.
All right, you got a deal.
Oh, splendid. Here's your gold. This is going to be quite the adventure.
I'm Paxton, by the way.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Lead on.
All right, hey.
Good afternoon.
I think I need to trade some things with you.
Whatever you say, boss.
All right, you got an iron sword. Here, take that. Let's see. Let's get you some real boots. I'm gonna wear these. I don't know that I have. Oh, I do have some stuff for you. I don't like any of it. All right. I am gonna wear that. So you can wear it. Oh God, I don't like it, but it will do for now. Here, take one of those. All right. Do I have gloves that you could wear? Do I have any spell books you can learn? You say you know spells. Uh-huh. Oh, I need to read this. Ashes in the Wind. Ashes in the Wind. Mystery of Avalon Workshop rekindled. Nearly 2 decades have passed, but now mercenary calling herself seen across the holds. has been seen across the holds, solitary, disciplined, and eerily composed. Mm-hmm. All right. Um. oh, So that shows as red. Okay. All right.
Let me know if you need anything else.
Yeah. Let me know if you need saving.
Welcome to Dead Man's Drink.
Um. You have a bath by chance?
I escaped fighting in Cyrodiil, only to have it track me down again in Skyrim.
And you don't have a bath.
You hear any juicy gossip in town? Be sure to share it with me.
All right. And see, it is usually sometimes what it'll be is a power that you can basically use, but I don't see.
Dead Man's Drink. Charmingly optimistic. Oh, but then I suppose you've got nothing to worry about, have you? Being...
You're going to have the men around here wrapped around your finger in no time.
Well, thank you. That's not my intent, though.
Be mindful. My maid Tikla has been known to pass information to that pompous nephew of mine, Cynthia.
Uh-huh. Dude, don't run into me, man. Let's see what we got. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Damn Stormcloak rebels. Every one of them.
Yep, I agree. Well, I didn't want to, argue for the sake of arguing, All right, we're going to hook him up with that. I think that'll work better. All right, man.
Hi.
I need to trade something. Whoa,
Whatever
that was.
you say, boss.
Let's see. Oh, this is probably better than what I'm wearing. Here. Oh yeah, that's much better. Look at that. Look at that. You're all protected now. Mm-hmm. All right.
Bye for now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. A lot.
Steel's good, but loyalty's better. I'm loyal to Dengear first, and the Empire second.
Gotcha. Hey.
Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
I got way more money than I was expecting. All right. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. All right, and that. And then
See me at my forge if you need arms or armor.
Roger that. Thank you. we still have to find, if Ash is not here, then it's a very strong chance that she's over in Solitude. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Mm-hmm. All right, we got to figure out where Ash is. I think she's up in Solitude. So I think we just got steered.
Disrespect the law and you disrespect me.
Okay, what else? Is the coach on the out the other gate? All right. Whoa. So that's us right now. So what do we do this time? We validated that the JK Skyrim patch for lootable crates in fact does work. We now have to go look at our capes and see what's going on there. Might need to do some stuff with body slide. We do know that we have an issue with the female bodies. That could be because of the one mod. So what I'll end up doing is taking that mod off and then going in, just checking it real quick. And if it looks the same or is acting the same way, especially with, excuse me, with the capes and everything, then what we got to do is we got to go back and remove all that and fix it. Now, so as it stands right now, though, I'm not mad at this at all. Lucian was the one NPC or follower that was part of the mod list as it stood, and now we're going after Ash, who I've added. Remiel is also another one that I added. Maelstrom is another one that is, and that one is I'm kind of looking forward to, because I've looked at some mod lists that have had that as part of it, but I've never gotten far enough into it to see. So that, I think after I pick up Ash, I think that'll be the next target, either Remiel and then Maelstrom, but we'll see. So I've added those in myself as extras. And then that's another thing I have to be very careful too, is what additional mods and what additional plugins do those add in that might change certain things. So I'm gonna have to go take a look. I'm gonna have to go take a look at body slide. I'm gonna have to go take a look, see what it is, see if the capes, and see if the female animation might be doing something there as well. But as we can see, something is not right, and so we have to troubleshoot that. Another mod that I may need to add in, because it's bothering me, is bathing in Skyrim. Like, I don't like it when you're adding in, like, when your character can get dirty. Well, okay, yeah, it makes sense, right? And right now we haven't seen negative impacts of being dirty, so you're not impacted by it. But if that is the case and you can get dirty, then you should also be able to clean yourself up too. Do I think that, do I really want to add in like any kind of impact because you're dirty? Um, can't hurt. And then I'll also have to go and take a look at the stamina drain with sneaking, right? You, it's not something that I am on board with it. And if it's something that I can remove, I will. You know me. It, even if the list includes it, for me, the best lists out there are the ones that are kind of, and I'm going to use the term modular, where you can pick and choose, and these lists don't force your hand to be one way and that's it. Like, this list only works like this way. If that's the case, then it's like, well, then I don't necessarily agree with, you know, how it's being done, right? The other thing too is this list, I have an injury. Um, I'm not against wounds, injuries, things like that, unless the treatments for them don't, in fact, actually work. Or the notifications are extremely brief and there's no actual thing I can look at to tell me what the injury is and what kind of treatment I need to do, right? I'm injured. What's the injury? Is it just contusions? Is it abrasions? Is it, do I have a cracked rib? You know what I mean? Yeah, I was in some combat. Um, I remember one list had wounds, and so I had an open wound on my leg, and no matter how many band-aids I used, no matter how many, there was something else I was using too, no matter how many of them, that wound would just not go away. And it's like, if you're going to have something and add it into the game for that level of realism, then it needs to work the entire way. So, okay, so you say, and then here's why I just don't kind of agree with it is, you give me a broken bone and it's got to last for 2 days, right? So if my leg breaks and it's 2 days, then you know what? I'm not running around on it. I'm not moving around. I'm not going anywhere, right? And in no way in Sam Hack is a broken bone going to be healed in 2 days. So you've lost the element of realism completely just right there, right? We're not running around with a fractured, a fractured anything, to tell you the truth. But if our armor is broken, we're not holding a shield. We're not using a bow. You know what I mean? So if you really want to put the realism in there, then yeah, that there has to be a situation where this person can go somewhere and convalesce while that injury is there, or maybe restrict, there can be contusions, bruises, cracked rib could affect your stamina, your wind, and things like that. And of course, these things might limit your overall health. But the injuries have to be restricted to something that still allows you mobility, allows you to be able to fight. You know what I mean? If my left arm is fractured, then guess what? I'm not holding a shield. I'm one-handed in a fight going forward. I'm not using two-handed weapons. And so it's like it goes to the whole thing. We're trying to introduce all this realism and things that you have to maintain, and yet we're doing it half-assed, where it all just isn't jiving the right way. You know what I mean? And it's like, well, you're talking about it's immersion and realism, but how are you immersing yourself in something that isn't factually correct? You know what I mean? It's like, so it's a contradiction. And then to the point where for me, it's a little bit on the side of just asinine, right? It's like if my arm is broke, then my arm is broke, and I'm out of the fight for a couple of weeks, months, to tell you the truth, until it heals. We can splint it up and everything like that, but you know what I mean? It's the arm is pretty much useless. Any kind of blows or anything to it is just going to make things worse. So it's a hindrance, and it's a major one. So I just, yeah. So again, that's why, you'll hear me like, sometimes the game just has to be what it is, what was intended. And then mods that add that, for me, the mods that work the best are the ones that are, the cosmetic ones that change the armors, the clothing and stuff like that, make it more like I like it. Mods that, okay, will make you hungry, make you sleepy, make you, tired and cold and stuff like that. Yeah, that's cool. You know what I mean? And then mods that, add extra things to the game, bandoliers and stuff like that, better loot and things like that. Those are the mods that I like the best. Ones that make me, how do you say, level up faster, increase the rate that you gain XP. I always will appreciate those. The ones that really I find a detriment to the game, and then sometimes really hurt the gameplay and hurt the feel of the game, are the ones that mess with combat, ones that mess with realism to the point where it's like it's just contrary, and it's just adding difficulty for the sake of adding difficulty, and not really realistic. You know what I mean? So yeah. But right now, I mean, in truth, this list is, in my opinion, and I'll let you guys go. Um, it's a good base for me. That's what I'm thinking. That's how I look at it. It's a great base, and as long as you pay attention to what you're adding and how you're adding it, and you put it in there just right, it has a lot of potential. Obviously, I just added something that's messing with the capes in the game, right? And maybe there weren't actually capes in the game. So me adding them and then adding the other piece in has caused an issue. And then I need to go check to see if body slide is part of this. And if so, I need to run that, right? In order to make sure everything is going in there just right. So, and if it isn't, right, and CBBE is not part of it either, then I have to be very careful as to what I add as well, because, some things just aren't going to jive. And that's what we're running into as well. So, guys, that's where I'm going to step away. And you know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you next time. I think next up, we're going to probably head on over and take a look at maybe some Fallout before we come back to Skyrim. And then probably, I think in 2 days, we'll be looking at Crimson Desert. So in a couple of days, we'll be looking at Crimson Desert as well. From what I'm seeing, and as more and more stuff come out, am I truly looking forward to it? No. But I got to, right? There's a lot of stuff coming out about it, and I'm kind of like, you know what I mean? I don't know. So we will see. It's not an RPG. That's one of the things that really has come to the forefront. Is not an RPG. And like I said, for the last couple of years, 2-3 years now, I thought it was. And that's what I thought it was going to be. So it's not a party-based RPG. It's not an RPG at all. And again, it falls more into the line, into the type of game of like an Elden Ring, Sekiro, one of those games. And to me, those games are just tedious, repetitive, and they lack a lot of the RPG elements that I truly enjoy in a game that I want to see, right? And so far, the stuff that they've added in is intriguing, but so basically they've added in a lot of intriguing mechanics to do other than the actual game itself, right? The traveling from area to area and boss fighting all over the place. Like I said, it just gets tedious after a while, and just tedious and repetitive. So again, that's just my take on it. So, all right, guys, peace.